you kidding me? Have you ever heard about composting?
I have. I don't know how to apply it to my own life, my apartment.
In a closed space like that, you could get a bin, like some kind of enclosed bin or something like that, and put your food scraps in it instead of sending it to a landfill. And you'd save a lot on CO2 emissions and methane emissions, because when it's not composted correctly, it just turns into a toxin for the earth.
Oh, okay.
Did you want to know about how to do that at all?
Yeah, I'd love to start.
So it's this kind of stuff that can actually be put into the compost along with that rotten zucchini that you were cutting earlier. Any kind of kitchen scraps, honestly, as well as plants, because I see you have a bunch of plants around here, as well as sawdust in brown paper bags. I've heard though that you don't want to put bones, meat, or any kind of fish product in it, and maybe not rinds or peels of any kind of fruit, just because they have pesticides on them.
Oh, okay.
But it's relatively easy to start. I actually have one. Dude,
what?
Why are you using so much water in between washes? You could take a cup, anything big enough to fit a sponge in, fill it up with some water, just squirt some soap in there, and then boom, you got yourself a little soap container you can keep using without having to turn the sink on for minutes at a time.
That's a good idea, actually.
There are a lot of small things you can do to be sustainable and live in the sustainable lifestyle as a college student. For instance, turning off the lights when you leave a room. Pulling the plug on electronics that you're not using.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Sorting your recycling like cans, glass, and plastic. The rest of that's paper, you can recycle it in the paper recycling, including the brown paper bag.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's why I think it's super important to be sustainable at home, at least as much as we can, as college students, because it reduces our carbon footprint and lessens the impact we have on the environment around us. So why not try to reduce, reuse, and recycle as much as we possibly can?
Yeah, I really agree.
Do you want to go to Forever 21 with me? I need to get new black jeans.
Well, why are you going to Forever 21? There's more sustainable options and stuff like that. Forever 21 is not going to last you very long.
That's true.
Hey, look, there's a clothing swap. Let's go check it out.
Awesome.
I like crop business.
So what's the point of a clothing swap?
Well, we produce 11 tons of waste just the U.S. yearly, and so having a clothing swap kind of reduces that and makes it better. Plus, you find cute things and you don't have to pay as much for them.
We're the Students for Zero Waste, and we've put on a clothing swap a couple of quarters in a row now. It's really important in reducing the amount of textile waste that goes to landfill or that gets donated to thrift stores that never actually gets bought and just gets shipped off to other countries or put in landfill or whatever it might be. This is one way of practicing slow fashion, much like thrift shopping. It's just increasing the amount of times that a product will get worn before it gets thrown out or put in landfill. And so this is a really fun way to do it. Anybody can come and donate their clothes, and then they get new clothes out of it. So it's just a really fun cyclical process.
This clothing swap is awesome, but I'm not really finding black pants in my size.
Well, why do you need black pants?
I got a hole in them.
Have you heard about Rag Finery?
No.
They patch up your jeans.
Ragfinery is a locally sustainable nonprofit business that transforms unwanted textiles into valuable goods. They sell fabrics in really cool patterns, and they also offer workshops to help educate and inspire creative reuse of textiles by local artists. By participating in a class or purchasing any of their fabrics, you can help protect the environment, support local jobs, and promote sustainable local economy. Their address is 1421 North Forest Street.
Sometimes it can be difficult to buy and eat food in a sustainable way, but luckily there are a few small and easy ways to start the path to be more sustainable?
One of the best ways to become more sustainable is to start using reusable bags. By using reusable produce bags, you can save down on the plastic that you're using, and by using reusable shopping bags, you can save the money that you'd be spending on the paper bags that the store charges you for.
Meal prep is another way to be sustainable with our food. By knowing what we're going to eat, when and where, we know what we need to get at the store. This keeps us from buying more food than we need to and saves you money along the way. Since we are all broke college students, buying items in bulk is a very easy way to be more sustainable for our wallet. With this small 12-pack coffee K-cup container, for example, it was around $7.49. And 12 cups can only really last about a week if you drink 2 cups a day like most people in Washington do. However, this 96 K-cup box was just over $20. This will obviously last a lot longer, and with me and 2 of my roommates, it lasted over a whole month. So that's a lot of coffee. And there's also eco-friendly compostable versions for you to buy. All grocery stores also have a bulk section like this where you can buy either dried fruits, nuts, and candy. It's normally cheaper than buying name brand products as well. So if you get some of these, you can get yourself a healthy snack while also being more sustainable. And if you want meat in your diet, you can always buy larger packages of chicken, especially since it's cheaper and more healthier for you and the environment. And what you can do is section off each breast or thigh and wrap it in plastic wrap and put it in a freezer bag so it stays good for later.
If you have the money to spare, you can always buy local or organic products. Doing this helps stimulate the local economy and takes money away from farms that use harmful pesticides on their produce and can harm the environment through their pesticides.
Cars are the most convenient type of transportation. You can get from point A to point B whenever you want. And there's so much freedom. And on top of all that, who doesn't want a friend with a car?
Ride a bike.
Gas is expensive. With the bus, it's only $1, or you can use your student ID to ride the bus. It goes all over campus, and you don't have to worry about parking.
Just ride a bike. What about off campus?
There's still locations for that.
Very convincing.
Bikes.
I guess I'll just sell my car.
Wait, you don't have to do that. Just drive when you need to or carpool.
Ride a bike!
Also, think about the footprint. Cars emit 89 pounds of CO2 per 100 miles, and it takes about 5.8 cars to carry the average load a single bus does.
Owning a car at Western is very expensive. Parking permits range from $100 to $200, and if you are parked in an undesignated area, you can and will be ticketed.
As a student, the last thing I need to stress about is transportation. Taking the bus means less traffic stress. And thinking about air quality isn't at the top of my list. Buses emit less carbon than cars, so I don't need to worry about it. Taking the bus also affects unemployment rates. Public transportation systems create jobs. The bus might not always be a really fun experience, but use your dollars wisely. Using the bus is an investment and creates more funding for a better travel experience in the future.
Buses also help to keep people safe. After parties and on the weekends, people go out, people drink, and they always make sure that you get home safe, and it's better to drive on the bus than have a stranger drive you or try to drive yourself.
We're the class of 230, and we approve this message. Ride your bike.